Welcome everybody to West Coast Pro Wrestling. We're going to get it started right now. Let's get it! Music. Who's this?
Live from the West Coast Pro Training Academy in Pacfica, it is your showcase from the coast. I'm Ethan Lawmaster, accompanied by Righteous Reds, calling all the action today.
Coming to the ring first, representing All Day Crew, it is Aiden Andrews.
Yeah, it's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. We are blasting off from Pacfica, California, the West Coast Pro Training Academy. Happy to be here, Ethan. We got a packed night of action going on tonight.
And out of our recent class of West Coast Pro Academy students, few are bigger and badder than this man right here, Reg.
Absolutely. I've been so impressed with Andrews the last couple of months here with the rest of his homies in the all-day crew. I'm sure he's here to make a great impression tonight.
Making that drive from Sacramento multiple times a week to train here at Pacfica. And he's ready to show what he has learned against one of the most feared competitors to rise up the ranks here in the Bay Area.
It's a big boy with some moves, as they say. Ethan.
Introducing next. Next out to the ring, he is the Stray Dog Oak.
Oak with a lot to prove today, making his West Coast Pro debut. Had some strong showings on the Lucha Libre shows, but is ready to take that next step into the academy.
Yeah, I've seen Oak in a couple of different avenues here in the West Coast, making his official West Coast Pro debut tonight. He has a big task in front of him to do that, though. Ring that bell.
Starting things off, your first match of the evening. Aiden Andrews taking on the Stray Dog Oak.
First match for Oak here, Ethan. What kind of impression are you trying to make right out the gate?
Well, it's one of those things. With how competitive this roster is, especially here in the academy,
right,
your first impression could easily be your last. You got to think that Oak needs to perform today. He's got to show what he's got if he wants to last here at the West Coast.
I know the homie Aiden Andrews is going to try to use that momentum of the last couple of weeks and months here in the West Coast Pro to, keep it going here. Big victory over Oak as a way to start the show.
But also proven in singles competition,
right,
competing in the West Coast Cup, the opening round of the Fatal 4-Way. But he is all on his own here with Oak, and let's see how he performs.
I mean, being a singles is a little bit different. You get, there's no tag. You can't look to the corner for your homies, but, you really get to make your own impression. Everything falls on you to get the victory here tonight,
As now it is Oak with the advantage on the mat. Highly technical, a product of his time in the military. Trained in military hand-to-hand combat, spanning judo, BJJ, taekwondo. It's a strong foundation for professional wrestling,
right,
only enhanced by his 3 years of in-ring competition.
Yeah, I know Oak likes to keep it on the ground. He's a little bit gritty, dirty. Some underhanded tactics can somehow come from him, so we'll see how he runs it tonight.
Into a cover, but Andrews able to escape. And you got to think, some may think that Andrews is being taken out of his comfort zone here.
Yeah.
The big man can go to the mat. It's a product of his training here in the academy.
Yeah, but he wants to use that speed, that power, that strength, you know what I mean? Keep Oak off of his feet like this and keep him on his toes. See that? Oak getting right to that corner. But that's not the place to be with Andrews.
And just like that, massive pull side in the corner, falls it up with a sidewalk slam. Covered by Andrews, but only a 2.
One of my favorite, most classic moves you don't see enough wrestlers use here. Big sidewalk slam. Aiden Andrews really likes to utilize that one. Middle of the ring. Can't get him to the ropes.
And I got to give props to Andrews' clothesline in the corner. We have some heavy hitters on the roster here at West Coast Pro, but Aiden Andrews is climbing the ranks.
That's a fact, especially with, like I was saying, that speed that he adds onto it. It's an extra element that other guys can't do.
It's like a semi-truck, barely through his opponents.
There it is.
But now Oak, starting to use his brain a little.
Oak slipping out the back there. Got him double under. Big suplex in the middle of the ring.
Serious strength will be enough to put out the win? I don't think so.
2 count only. Oak's not going to want to draw with the ref too much, though. He's going to want to stay on Andrews. Maybe hit another big suplex like that, because that's the way that you win the match.
Oh my God, just on a man that size of Aiden Andrews, that is seriously impressive.
Definitely. I appreciate Oak doing it early in the match. You know, he's still got some good wind under him, not too tired yet. But he's staying all over Aiden Andrews here.
As intense as Oak may be, he's incredibly well disciplined. Everything is done for a reason. He's incredibly efficient, ready with his hands, and ready for a fight.
Yeah, I do like how he's staying on top of Andrews, not giving him much space to breathe. This is going to separate him a little bit here. Maybe, like I said, Andrews using that speed and strength.
Sunset flip from the big man, only a 2. Now Andrews back to his feet, but met with the boot from Oak, sending him right back down to the mat.
Big boot, easy way to take your opponent off their feet. 2 count only. Like again, like I said, he's going to have to stay on Andrews and not try to jaw too much with the referee here. Not let the crowd get him off of this game, especially Ethan.
It speaks to respect that not just Aiden, but all the ADK have earned in their short time here at West Coast Pro.
Yeah.
Aiden has got to listen to those fans. Let that energy power him back to his feet.
Absolutely, and here goes some of these tactics I was describing earlier. Oak's going to want to keep utilizing that, keeping Aiden Andrews off of his feet, gasping for air, trying to get up in that corner.
Oak just indulging in his violence, the glut of violence.
That's what you need, big strikes like that. Andrew just burying him through like a train. Oh, moved out of the way. Oak with the knee in the corner.
Vicious shot from Oak. But look at this. Those eyes are glazed over. Will be enough to pull out the win in his debut? Not yet.
Andrews looked kind of out of it with that knee, Ethan, like you were describing. He was just only the sound of the ref's hands, I think, going down for that 3 that woke him up. Oh, old school. Grab a hold. Keep it going.
And most of all, wearing down Aiden Andrews.
Absolutely.
Working away at the gas tank of Andrews. But now, Andrews working his way back up to his feet, fighting back with everything he's got. But a big forearm. Remote sends it back into the corner.
Andrews gasping for air, trying to fight back. He's going to have to utilize that strength. He hasn't utilized it too much. He's been caught off guard. Oak trying to fire him up in the corner, just throwing every strike he can at Andrews.
Trying to loosen that grip on the top rope. But now, Aiden with the reversal, sending Oak into the corner.
2 for good measure. Big spine buster. We've seen him in matches with that one. That's one of his signature moves there, Ethan.
And Oak knows it, working his way back up to his feet, doing everything he can.
Absolutely.
To keep his distance from Aiden.
He's in that corner again. We've already seen him just actually ravage him through that. Another one, big back elbow this time. European uppercut. Got him up on his shoulders, Ethan. What's he going for here?
A move he's made his signature. Death Valley Driver.
Beautiful.
But it will not be enough.
2 count only. I mean, that's about as perfect as you can hit that Death Valley Driver. Middle of the ring, shoulders to the mat. That was all. Aiden Andrews did everything right in that, but Oak just slipped under.
That's what a place like this means to somebody like Oak. One of the biggest stages in all of professional wrestling, right here at West Coast Pro.
It's going to take a lot more from Andrews to get that victory. I mean, he's been here in West Coast before. He knows what it takes. Oh, just slipped under that spear with Oak. Nice.
Leapfrogging over the spear, now to the outside. Ooh, with an enziguri for Aiden Andrews.
Outside in with a stunner. Caught Aiden Andrews off that corner turnbuckle. He's down and out.
Deadly combination. As now, Oak wants to seal it.
Drop kick to the grill right in the corner. He's got to get him out of that corner to get that victory. Andrews is on Dream Street. It's kind of close to those ropes, though. Just barely getting out of that. 2 count only.
And the sheer size of Aiden Andrews, the struggle that it took for Oak to get into that cover, those were precious seconds slipping away.
You're right. If he didn't have him as close to those ropes, he probably could have got that 3 count victory. Andrews is utilizing those ropes to get back to his feet, though. Oak all over him still, has been the entire match. Got him in that cravat. Fancy one. Ducked under the line. 200. Big spear right in the middle of the ring. That's got to be it. 3 count.
Aiden
for the 80K. Another win for Aiden Andrews, and proof that all those miles are worth it. All the sacrifice to be here at West Coast Pro has led to moments like this. Your hand held high, moving up the ranks here at West Coast Pro.
Absolutely, Ethan. All-day crew showing if you show up, you show out, you get ready, you come prepared for the match, you can get a victory like this. I love Aiden Andrews just kind of staying on his money, staying on what brought him to the dance, Ethan, and it earned him a big victory here tonight to start the show.
And this is just a taste of the caliber of talent we have here in the West Coast Pro Academy.
Absolutely.
2 of which we'll do next.
On to the next match. Ref Jackie. Introducing first.
Who's it? No. Cut that shit.
Wrong music. Sorry about that shit.
It's Caroline and Bryce and Caroline.
It's his first night. So fuck you, Tim.
There we go.
And you got to think, with the women rising up the ranks here at West Coast Pro, few have had the momentum that this woman coming out next has.
Introducing first, representing the West Coast Pro Training Academy, she is Sweet Caroline.
The responses I've seen is Sweet Caroline since her match with Miko Alana earlier this month, Ethan, has been tremendous. Starting her first night there with that tremendous match against Miko. She's trying to follow it up right here tonight with a lot of momentum coming into this.
And win or loss, Caroline is learning that everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
She's trusting the process, and she's going to keep that up heading into the match tonight.
This is her sacred training ground. A lot of, if you want to get a victory, this will be the best place for her to get a victory. She learned her craft here in this building.
Never gets old, Reg.
Introducing next.
Listen, sometimes you gotta pander. That's how you get fans, you know? You just do a song that they know. That's an easy way to get out there.
But the 80K already have 1 win tonight. But now, let's see if they can make that a second, as the brains and brawn of the 80K will be in action.
He is representing the all-day crew. He is Bryce Kouza.
These boys going back-to-back, Ethan. I mean, he just saw his partner, Aiden Andrews, get a victory. Now Bryce Kouza is out here trying to do his thing. I mean, does the momentum you think of the first match going to help him, or is it going to hurt him? Or does it have anything to do with his match?
Well, he certainly has the confidence heading into this one.
Right.
Watching Aiden Andrews pick up that win, but he cannot get comfortable. He cannot get cocky, especially in there with somebody like Caroline,
Agreed.
who will 100% punish that.
Caroline's going to, see every move in that. She saw that match earlier potentially. She heard the match. And she's going to try to stop that all-day crew momentum right here with the victory.
I gotta say, I've never heard Bryce Kouza snap at somebody like that.
It's the first time for everything, Ethan. He's tired of it. He's coming. Just the anger. I mean, we might see a different attitude out of Bryce in this match here, starting it like that, Ethan. I don't know.
And I mean, I wouldn't blame him coming off of that loss to Los Suavecitos in Oakland.
Yeah.
He's got to build back that momentum the same way Aiden has earlier in the night.
Right. Oh, I think he's just playing with Sweet Caroline here to start it. He knows she doesn't have that many matches under her belt.
Good thing you mentioned that, because Bryce is in an interesting position. He's got 2 years of in-ring experience coming into this. Caroline's still less than 10 matches in.
Right.
She's finding her groove, and Bryce already has it.
10 matches in, less than 10 matches in. She's still learning the ropes, as they say. She's going to want to hold on to that ropes for a lot of this match, and Bryce is going to try to take advantage of that.
And look at this. Caroline able to reverse
Look at
that lockup into the corner.
Oh, aha. Bryce is pissed already, getting him off of his game, rolling him up.
Quick cover by Caroline. Taking advantage of Bryce's frustration, but Bryce with one of his own.
This might be her strategy going in this, because Bryce really looks off of his game. He looks frustrated, he looks angry. He's turning red already. Oh, that's how you stop the show.
Caroline's going to be turning red after that forearm.
Absolutely. Just like, stop all this running around. Let me knock you down real quick. Caroline with a satellite head scissors, though.
Not stopping anytime soon. Now eyeing up Bryce in the corner.
Into that corner. Snapmare's out. Ooh, I could feel that one over here, Ethan. That was a heavy one.
Tell you, they get louder every time. Caroline falls up with the knees. And a cover.
2 count only. Bryce is kind of caught off guard. But he knew about those kicks, Ethan. That's a big part of Caroline's offense that we've seen in her couple of matches.
That's right, especially being in the academy as often as he has. He knows Caroline's game. Right. And he's making use of that knowledge here. Oh! Tag in the back of the head, covered by Bryce.
Returning the favor. Tried to get that back and went a little bit high to the head there with the kick. Whew, it's getting spicy out there.
Bryce fancies himself a striker. Highly technical in that ring. But now, Caroline's starting to mount a comeback, firing away at the torso of Bryce.
Caroline's just going to have to keep fighting back, but Bryce firing out with the lariat, keeping her down on the mat. He's drawing with the fans once again. 2 count only. He's frustrated still, Ethan.
But again, we're still so early on in the match. Bryce cannot let this kind of stuff get to him.
Right. He keeps looking towards the crowd, looking towards them, not focusing on Caroline as much as he should. Caroline fighting out from top.
Point of the elbow to the jaw, catching Bryce on the way back with that kick.
Rewind kick. And he caught her into a German suplex. She tried to get away, but she could not. Pinfall right in the middle of the ring. 2 count only. Bryce is looking frustrated. He's staying on Caroline, attacking those legs.
And no better way to do it than with that Boston Crab applied on Caroline.
That thing is deep. Look at, he's all the way down. Lower back is being stretched. Caroline fighting towards the ropes now. She just stopped. It's getting intense. Bryce really gussed that. Oh, there you go.
And it speaks to the strength of Caroline. Dragging a full-grown man behind her in that Boston Crab with only her arms to move.
Listen, it's either that or you let this guy destroy your back. You got to keep going, keep moving forward, get to those ropes. Ref Jackie's going to have to maybe step in here.
And Caroline's going to need that fight if she wants to bring the fight to Maya World in December at Winter Wonderslam.
Absolutely. She's going to be putting up with a lot more than this coming up against Maya next month. So she's going to try to get some momentum coming out here against Bryce. But Bryce does not care. Big suplex in the middle of the ring.
Maya just knocked that momentum out of her.
He wants that momentum, Ethan. Frustration setting in. Well, that hasn't won him a lot of matches before, but he's focusing in on it. One underhook. Caroline firing out. Kick and a kick. Both wrestlers down.
Both these competitors feeling the effects of this matchup. It's what a place like West Coast means to them, what performing at West Coast means to them, what winning here at West Coast means to these two.
I mean, they've been in the crowd for a lot of these shows. They know what it takes. They know when the crowd gets behind you, that could be the pivotal moment to move forward and win the match.
And most importantly, Bryce was right there when Caroline had her match at the UICC.
He was.
A stage he hopes to be on someday.
Right.
And a win like today could get him even closer to that.
Caroline with the combo, finishing up with the big X Factor. 2 count only. Looking like me in backyard wrestling with that X Factor. What a life. Big stomp to the back. She gonna go up to the top?
But she has to be careful. This is what cost her against Miko at the last showcase.
Correct.
Going to the top rope, getting ambitious with her offense.
Listen, you gotta try it again, Ethan. If it didn't work the first time, try it the second time. A big pump kick. Right to the grill of Caroline. Oh, he's fighting up. He's been mad ever since the theme song hit, I think, Ethan. That's what it is. Death Valley Driver like his partner, Aiden Andrews. Nope, gets reversed. Flips out the back. 3 count for Caroline.
Your winner, Sweet Caroline!
And it speaks to the wherewithal of Caroline, her experience here in the academy, having the awareness to slip out and recover, because that's all you need at the end of the day. You need that 1, 2, 3. Another win for Caroline, and momentum she needs heading into her match with Jiah.
Listen, a simple way to earn a victory here, Ethan, something she's learned here in the West Coast Academy. Slip out the back, 1, 2, 3, and you get out of there like you just robbed a bank.
Your next match, Ref Tom.
And from one of the leading ladies of the West Coast Pro Academy to another, we have women's division action here at our West Coast Pro Academy Showcase.
Introducing first, she is Lex Gonzalez.
And speaking to what we talked about with Caroline, seeing Caroline at the UICC against Picolomani, seeing what those two have done since leaving the academy, since graduating to pro, that has got to light a fire for competitors like Lex and Luna. They got to wonder, what do they have to do to pull out a win, to get to that stage? And a good performance today could be just that.
Absolutely, and the thing about people in
Introducing next,
people in the West Coast Academy, Ethan, is they're inspired by each other. So they just saw that last match, and they're inspired to do better in their matches.
And few have inspired the woman coming out next than Lex Gonzalez. Day one besties since their first day of training. And all of that time on the road, all that time in the ring, at practice, has led to this moment. One-on-one in a West Coast Pro ring at your showcase from the coast.
representing the West Coast Pro Training Academy, she is Luna La Zaeta.
Yeah, Ethan, they've traveled down the road. They've been in this building talking about this match specifically here against each other in front of the West Coast fans. This is something that they've wanted for a while now.
And it speaks to how well these two know each other. These are two girls who could punch each other in the face and then hug it out immediately afterwards.
Absolutely.
It speaks to the bond that exists between these two. Shared in that handshake.
Look at that. Starting out. We haven't seen any other matches start out with any handshakes. It doesn't all have to be just anger and rivalries here.
That's right. Iron sharpens iron, and there's no better example than that.
Right.
Than these two in the ring right now.
Friend, we're seeing it here. Starting out slowly. Trying to figure each other out in the middle of the ring. To the mat. Headlock takeover. Keep it in the middle of the ring. That's the best way. Can't get to those ropes. Trying to bridge out. Look at that. Look at Luna.
Those neck bridges, an integral part of the curriculum here at the West Coast Pro Academy.
Absolutely.
As now, Luna back up to her feet, grinding on the neck of Lex Gonzalez.
That's what them neck bridges will get you out of this. Gotta stay on top, stay behind, stay on bottom, stay all the things. Try to get this victory. Oh, a little loop-de-loo there from Lex. Got back around to that arm. Some chain wrestling to start this out. Back to the middle. When's this thing gonna break down?
I can tell you, it speaks to the training that they've endured under Coach Massaro. All the graduates here at the West Coast Academy so technically sound,
right,
as we're seeing on display here.
He saw that. It's like, come on, middle of the ring here. Try to knock me down. Try it again. Lex is hitting those ropes hard as she can, though. I mean,
serving to fire up Lex Gonzalez, and
look at that.
Taking over with an arm drag.
Big lariat. She showed up. She's telling her what match she is. 2 back-to-back lariats.
And now the fight is on. Goes around looking for the crucifix.
All the way over. Reversed her with her own roll-up. Just back to back. Just grab on a hold onto her. She's going for a crossface. Oh, no. Another pinning attempt. They're going back and forth with the counters and the pin attempts.
But now, it's Luna raining down the shots. She's bringing Lex over to the corner and face first into the buckles.
Just like I was asking, Ethan, when is this thing going to break down? When are they going to start throwing these strikes? That counter for counter stuff is fun, but it's going to start to break down into a fight.
And seeing how far all these other graduates have come. Again, it's got to motivate them to take that next step, to find that new gear. And they could unlock it here as Luna creates some distance.
Luna with the basement lariat to the bottom rope. Lex is all out of sorts here. Luna's going to have to stay on top of her. Snap Mariner out of the corner. Getting that running start.
That time sliding into a cover. Only a 2.
2 count only on that sliding lariat there. Luna's been in control for the last 2 to 3 minutes, and Lex has more experience here in the West Coast Pro ring.
Both came up together from beginner to semi-pro to graduating to compete in in-ring competition.
Right.
They've been alongside each other that whole time. They know each other's strengths, but most importantly, they know each other's weaknesses, Reg.
You're right. They know what it's going to take to beat their opponent here, get that victory. Lex looking like a little bit more aggressive here tonight.
Saw that, a handful of hair. The assistants into the corner.
Big chop. 2 of them. Quick chops. Back elbow for good measure. Oh, she wants to add some extra momentum behind that. Big lariat in the corner. Drops her down.
I gotta say, this is a brand new side of Lex Gonzalez, tapping into a newfound intensity, driving those knees into the corner.
Double knees to the bottom. Yeah, her facials are looking a little bit more angrier this match, a little bit more intense. She's staying on top of Luna, really rubbing it in.
That's right. Rubbing it in more
corner.
ways than one. But there's still plenty in fight in Luna La Zaeta.
Lex going up to the top. She's had enough of this on the mat stuff. Luna has to figure out where she is here in the ring to capitalize.
And bad news for Lex on the shoulders of Luna.
Lex slips out the back. 1 count only.
But even on her knees, throwing that clothesline and raining down the punches on Lex.
Pinning her down to the mat. You got to stay on top of her. These women are going back and forth, trying to earn this victory, trying to get that 3 count out here.
What a forearm in the ropes.
Whips her off the ropes. Luna down and under.
Up in the clutches. Moonfall executed by Luna La Zaeta. Cover. And that'll do it.
Your winner, Luna La Zaeta.
And it speaks how much Luna has grown over the past month. She knows how to harness her strength, and now she's finding unique ways to do it. What's so rewarding about these showcases, you watch these competitors grow in real time as they unlock new offense, find their flow, and unlock their confidence in that ring.
Yeah, that's the thing about these showcases is that Luna was in the back watching, taking notes on all of her different opponents, everybody that's kind of been through the training academy, and she came in and applied it tonight and got herself a victory.
Heading out there next is Ref Nick Chabani. Introducing first.
We are back with more action, baby. It's about to get fast.
Well, the 80K are 1-1 tonight.
Yes.
But the man coming out next looks to break the tie.
He is the 3rd member of ADK. This is Kairo Leon.
Yeah, he's trying to get the all-day crew a winning record here tonight, Ethan. Let them lead 2-1. Go off that momentum that Aiden Andrews came out with a little earlier.
The fastest and flashiest of the 80K. We're going to bring that style to the ring as he comes back to the West Coast Pro Academy. Has a big challenge waiting for him in the form of a new debuting.
Introducing next.
Kairo's going to try to bring that heat we've seen him bring.
Representing the Ugly Dojo, he is Julz Rafael.
A product of NorCal legend Big Ugly. We're going to take the lessons he's learned and bring them to the coast. What a debut ahead of young Julz Rafael here.
Yeah, Julz is trying to take on Kairo from the all-day crew. Prove that he belongs here in West Coast. We've seen him in the background trying to do his thing, trying to come up in the NorCal rankings. And this is the way to do it. Big match here in the student showcase, a showcase tonight at the West Coast Pro Academy. I think Julz is ready for this.
You got to think, Julz has seen what guys like Kairo, guys like the man he's facing in December, Andrew Cass, have done here at the coast.
You're right.
And he wants a piece of that as well, especially heading into his challenge for the West Coast Pro Golden Gate Championship against Andrew Cass.
Yeah, a lot of these young NorCal guys are in the same circles. They run in the same little places. So they talk about their next bookings. They talk about their next matches. They talk about the things that are going to happen. And Jewell sat behind and waited for his opportunity. And tonight he's going to try to capitalize.
Show of respect between these two, so familiar with each other, as you said.
Now, again, I don't know if Kairo watched his other teammates and if he's going off that momentum, if he's like, let me focus on my match, let me try to get my victory and try to get out of here on top.
Well, for sure, you don't want to do it the Bryce Kouza way.
Right.
You want to do it the Aiden Andrews way. Staying on top of your opponent, staying focused. And he's doing that right here.
Bryce got a little bit off of his game, Ethan. I definitely hear you. Kairo got him in the corner off rip. Jewell's firing back right in the middle of the ring. Intense collar and elbow.
And Julz is going to need that intensity. He wants to hang with the competitors here at the coast. Unique escape from the hammerlock.
Nice. Nice counter. Little rollout. Got back in front of him. Holding onto that arm. Oh, look at that. Keeping hold of that arm. Julz is a little bit of fancy footwork going on here. Start this.
Going with Kairo's momentum, but Kairo now taking this down to the mat. You want to take somebody like Julz off his feet as soon as possible.
Absolutely. But then also, like, Kairo likes to use that speed, so, I mean, maybe he's just trying to show him, I could get you to the mat, but I'm going to show you what's up when we stand on our feet.
And especially how technically gifted Julz is, a product of his training at the Ugly Dojo. You're damn right.
Lost his bandana already. That's why he's mad. Staying on that arm, though. Kairo's going to look for some space. Try to maybe get to those ropes. Oh, there you go. Just firing off on him with an elbow strike. European uppercut strike. I see those all-day crew. They like to string them together. Oh, okay. Now we're here.
And Kairo was not ready for those chops of Julz Rafael.
Kick to the gut. Yeah, he didn't like that, Ethan. He's like, let me get back on top. Let me get on offense. Let me get him into this corner and fire him up with some European uppercuts. Yeah, he's going to need to add some speed to that. Oh, too fast. Jewell slipped out. Fire back with a splash of his own into a swinging neck breaker.
And I'm impressed by the speed of Julz Rafael. Somebody so technically gifted is easily capable on his feet, falls up the Senton Atomica.
Yeah, kind of unorthodox offense. He's been moving in some different counter ways and flipping all over the place. Really enjoying his offense here.
And he's going to need that speed if he wants to keep up with the Flyboy.
Keeping him off his feet to start this matchup, that's for sure. Looking to focus in on that back, it looks like.
Now Kairo Leon able to duck into a cover fake again.
Counter for counter into a nice little basement drop kick. Julz looks a little bit out of it. He's back in it though.
And Julz has to. He has to keep fighting. If he wants to impress the office here at West Coast Pro, if he wants to keep the spot that is precariously hanging in the balance.
I mean, getting a victory over somebody like Kairo here is the way to do it. Stopping that momentum of the all-day crew who has been, showing the fans here at West Coast Pro what it is to be a new person here on the West Coast. Into the corner, big whip. Kairo fires in with another European uppercut, a fast one. Suplex. Nice little snap on that.
We talk about the flash of Kairo Leon, but at the same time, we got to talk about how polished Kairo has become over his time in the Academy cover.
Right.
Only a 2.
I mean, that's what happens when you stay on it, keep training, try to get better every day, especially with this partners and all-day crew. They're all working on this constantly.
Speaks to the consistency that all 3 men have, their love of professional wrestling. In Kairo's own words, money and fame are cool, but he wants to wrestle, and we're seeing it right here.
Absolutely. He better get that money, though. Like, I hear him, but, money's dope, too. Money's super dope. Julz fires back. Oh, big drop kick, this time up top. Kairo's really utilizing those drop kicks in this match. He hasn't been able to stay on top of Julz as much as I would like, though.
He's paying the price right there.
Now he's jawing up the ref. That kind of got his partner Bryce off his game, not focusing in on his opponent for the whole match.
Kairo cannot fall into that trap. He has to stay on top of Julz. Has to keep his eye on the prize.
Kairo firing back with a hard knee to the gut. Another European uppercut. That's like the 5th or 6th European uppercut in this match. Just locking on him. Julz firing out. Try to get him a quick belly-to-back suplex. Kairo Leon fires out. Underhook. Suplex.
And buying Kairo the time he needs to recover. Now into a cover. Will it be enough to put Rafael away? No.
Yeah, with every suplex attempt, Kairo's been like a second or 2 behind on capitalizing on that pin attempt. Let's see if he goes quicker under the gun under the next one.
Starting to feel the effects of this match. The fatigue weighing on both these men. Now Julz is up onto the shoulders, starting to fight out.
Julz drops him.
Zigging and zagging. And that's a move that he has made his trademark. But will it be enough to put Kairo Leon away?
He really put some snap on that one on Kairo Leon, but he was not able to capitalize on that pin attempt. Kairo's rolling out. All this time used for the ref to get him back up was the time that Julz needed to get that victory here.
But it's the reset that both these men have been looking for.
There's
Both are back up to their feet.
Julz the first one up. Catch him with the forearm lariat and single leg. Drops down behind a Russian leg sweep. He's stringing these moves together now.
But Julz has got to think a lot bigger than that if he wants to put Kairo away.
Right. I do like him trying to rally the fans behind. Looks like he has a plan. Trying to rally the fans behind him, really. Put him away now. Maybe setting him up for another ripcord. Belly to back suplex. Kairo's fighting out. Thought he was going to give him a noogie.
I think that kick hurts way more. Hoisting up Kairo once again.
Blue Thunder Bomb. He's been going for that all night. 2 count only, though. That was a deep one.
So close, but you got to think, Reg, what is it going to take for Julz to pull out the win here?
I thought that Blue Thunder Bomb was going to be it. Whipped him all the way around, slammed him in the middle of the ring. Now he's just locking Kairo up. Space between him and those ropes.
Double wrist lock. He calls it the money clip. Wrenching away at that wrist.
Kairo Leon fighting up off that. He has that in deep, though, Ethan. No jawbreaker to get out of it. Kairo had that one scouted. Discus.
There's still plenty of power And that elbow up under the shoulders once again.
I think that was something.
Your winner, Kairo.
And the K2 secures the 3. What a win for Kairo. What showings from all 3 members of the all-day crew. But this loss may be tough for Julz today, but he has to look to December as he challenges the Flyboy Andrew Cass for the Golden Gate Championship.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kairo. It's gonna be a good ride home for the all-day crew, coming out with a winning victory for Kairo Leon, 2-1. A great showcase to start our show here. Julz really making his mark here on West Coast Pro. A hard-fought battle here against Kairo Leon. And Bryce there in the middle of the ring. Something you love to see.
And a testament to what the West Coast Pro Academy could do. Taking people who have that experience, have those reps, and enhancing them, letting them grow in one of the strongest learning environments in all of professional wrestling right here at the Academy.
Listen, you come, you work, you get your reps in, you get you a victory. That's the way you really earn the respect of the fans, the main people, and the wrestlers here in West Coast Pro.
When you talk about respect, you talk about love. There is no love lost between these 2 men competing in our next match.
Absolutely.
No. West Coast Pro Wrestling would like to thank everyone tonight that donated for the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. We'll be giving that tomorrow. Also, next month, it is Winter Wonder Slam on the 19th of December. It will be on the outdoor part of the West Coast Pro Training Academy. Bring a hoodie, correct. Next match, let's go.
It's going to be cold.
Ref Jackie.
Yeah, December 19th, we're going to be back. Outside, though.
Introducing first, representing the West Coast Pro Training Academy, and also Young Men Dead, he is Michael Mori.
Gotta talk about the journey Michael Mori has had graduating to pro, competing at the UICC, teaming with his fellow West Coast Pro Academy graduates, challenging the West Coast Pro Tag Team Champions. It's been hitting the ground running for Michael Mori.
Yeah, Michael Mori here with a lot to prove. Another one that's cut his teeth here in this building. He has a lot of momentum coming into this after that display at the 7th anniversary and that victory that they earned. He's ready for this, Ethan.
Overcome the jitters, the nerves, the self-doubt, and is ready to prove that he belongs on a stage like this, that he belongs here at West Coast Pro. But man, what a challenge.
Introducing next.
Yeah, he's feeling good after that 7th anniversary win over the Los Suavecitos, though, Ethan.
Next coming to the ring, representing the West Coast Pro Training Academy, he is Lou Molinari.
We learned firsthand at our West Coast Pro Academy showcase, the last one in October, what Lou is willing to do to pick up a win. Putting out a hit on Ethan Tails Kendo, jumping up from behind and still feeling the need to go low. You've got to wonder if that short-term success is what the long-term enemies Lou is making here in the Academy.
Listen, Lou is earning my respect out the gate with this 2004 Backyard Wrestling playlist song in Headstrong. Only thing that would make this better if he had some pleather pants to go along with it.
Tap-out shirt.
Really go over a tap-out shirt, maybe an Affliction shirt. Like, that'd be the way to really set this song off. I mean, I'm all the way back to 2004. I'm really enjoying it. We are all headstrong here at West Coast Pro.
Headstrong to take on anyone. And Mori is wasting no time. He saw firsthand what Lou did to his tag team partner, and he's letting all of that animosity out, looking to get revenge on behalf of Ethan Kendo.
Lou coming out with a big strike out of that corner. Lou has a new Twitter account or something now, Ethan, and he caused some controversy this week. People weren't happy with what he was saying on there.
Again, it all comes back to Ethan Kendo. He believes that Ethan's one of the weak links, that Michael is the one doing all the work. And if he can go to work on somebody like Michael Mori, that is going to put in the damage that he needs to pull out the win at Winter Wonderslam.
My guy Lou's coming through with some big strikes. Michael Mori firing back with a big chop. These boys are throwing leather out there. Look at that. These have been the hardest strikes we've seen. Big Coach Vinny over there getting excited about this. You like to see them boys throwing it.
Making Massaro proud with strikes like that.
Lou with some new gear. He looks like he belongs here now.
That time to the face!
Michael Mori got a couple of personal ones in there. He's really throwing them things. These are the hardest strikes we've seen Michael Mori throwing in the West Coast Pro ring. Slips under that lariat into a big drop kick. He is all over Lou tonight. Going out. Body on body. Stinger splash. Lou catching Mike out of midair. Power slam, British Bulldog style, middle of the ring.
And it speaks to how much respect Mori has for his tag team partners. With the talk that Lou has had on the internet, trying to rile up the Young Dead, he's willing. Michael's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for ETK. He's fighting for Vishnu Akali.
Absolutely. Lou knows that mind games, though, kind of trump all. Like, you can do all you want, you can fight all you want in this ring, but, you know, a couple of mind games are going to get you off your game, and it's working here tonight for him.
Quote that stands out to me: how I win doesn't matter. Lou said that himself. He'll take any expense, any cost to get a victory.
Yeah, underhanded tactics, stuff behind the referee's back. Some big strikes out there. Lou's been training those strikes.
And it disappoints me so much because Lou has all the gifts physically. He just lacks that mental fortitude to truly utilize it.
He's going to try to, you know, some different tactics to get up to the top. He's seen the other students and what they've done to make their mark in the West Coast, and he's going to try something different. Michael Mori, I think, biting there. I don't know if he learned that one in the West Coast Pro Academy, but it works. Lou firing out with a big lariat. He's trained that right arm.
Will it be enough to put Mori away? I don't think so.
Staying all over him, though. Lou's right on his back. Okay, grabbing on that arm. Mike's firing out, though. Lou with the double underhook. Nice suplex, middle of the ring.
Just launching Michael Mori.
Great strategy being implemented here from Lou. He's going to try another big suplex. Just staying all over Michael Mori. Oh, big club to the back.
Going to work on the back of Mori. Whether it's those suplexes, those clubbing blows, and the boots just raining down on the back of Mori.
Lou's walking him down. Implementing a nice strategy, trying to get him on a full Nelson. Michael Mori's going to want to use those long legs to get to the ropes. Lou got him right into the corner. He's going to try to whip him out of there.
My God, just crashing into those buckles.
Chest first into those corners. Lou adding some extra effort into that toss. He's telling Michael to give up. Saying he doesn't deserve to be in the ring with them.
But Mori has come too far to give up. All of those hours here in the academy, all of those nights putting up the ring, watching competitors compete, and now in the clutches of Lou, up onto the shoulders, Reg.
Slips out the back with the reverse DDT, Michael Mori. Lou's trying to get into that corner. Big lariat for Michael Mori. Big back elbow. He's stringing those moves together. Lou is fighting for space. He does not know where he is.
A little added momentum behind that shot. Mori up to the second rope, falls it up with a back elbow.
He got caught out of that corner the first time. This time coming out with the back elbow. Michael Mori staying right on top of him. He's going to try to get that crowd behind him. Fighting into that corner. Signaling for that knee.
His signature Busaiku knee, he calls it Memento Mori. But right now, looking for the end here.
Thunder, backslide. 2 count only. He held onto those arms though. Big knee.
Just barely. Lou's able to get the shoulder up.
Lou got to those ropes a little bit too. That momentum, those knees, that counters got him to the ropes. Not the positioning that Michael Mori wanted off of that.
But now, in the perfect position for what Mori's planning next.
Just keeps dodging that knee quickly. Mike fires back with an elbow. Again going for that back elbow. Gets caught with the spear this time.
And that'll be it.
Your winner, Molinari.
As much as it pains me to say it, I gotta give credit where it's due. Lou did not open his mouth. He did not jaw jack with the crowd. He got in there and handled his business and gave him the momentum he needs for December. As he teams with Carmelo, Romeo, and Jason Xavier to challenge the Young Men Dead 6-man tag competition.
Absolutely, Ethan. From the moment that Lou stepped through those curtains, it was all intensity. He didn't let the crowd get him off this game. He didn't let Michael get him off this game. It was just a fight from the beginning. And it worked. He got a picture out of it.
Strong showing for Lou Molinari. As we take it to one of the biggest matches on this card.
Listen, a lot of people have been training, the people that we've seen in these previous matches. But
Your next ref is Ref Tom.
Lou has really been in the gym training those strikes. What a great performance we've seen from him in that last match.
Introducing first.
And a man as synonymous with West Coast Pro Academy as anyone. Someone who stepped up as a leader here in the Academy. And after putting away his rival, JT Thor, looking to keep that momentum up.
He is the crazy Cajun, Jiah Jewell.
Oh yeah, they love them some Jiah Jewell here at the West Coast Pro Academy, Ethan. Great to see him back in the ring.
Especially coming off that tour of Marvelous, honing his skills, developing his discipline. He's still looking for those matches back home. And you got to think a win today could get him back in the conversation, not just for bookings, but for title contention here at West Coast Pro.
Yeah, the confidence he's had since returning from Japan has been on an all-time high. He's ready to get a big victory, but tonight, one of his toughest matches to date, Ethan, here in West Coast Pro.
That's right.
Introducing his opponent.
One of the most feared men, not just in NorCal, but in all of professional wrestling.
I don't want to
makes
fight
his
him.
West Coast Pro return.
We know what he does.
Headed to the ring, he is Tim Thatcher.
And as intimidating as somebody like Tim is, he's excited heading into this match. In his words, he's always wanted to wrestle a gator. Couldn't do it in his time in Florida, and he's going to do it at the coast today.
Yeah, people aren't usually excited to wrestle gators, but Tim Thatcher is up for the challenge. He can't wait to get his hands on Jiah Jewell. Like I was saying, the toughest match today for Jiah Jewell. Tim Thatcher, an absolute monster, a beast. He's going to try to tear you limb from limb in that match. You're going to want to try to get away from him as much as you can, but it's super hard because he's on you like a vice grip.
But in Jiah's words, win or lose, he will learn something today, especially in there with a competitor like Timothy Thatcher. Without progression, he just isn't a wrestler. And Jiah, looks at it this way. Everyone's going to die. Why not die doing something beautiful?
Listen, that's a great way to think about it. Jiah is the sponge of West Coast Pro, and he's going to absorb a lot in this match. Tim Thatcher's already all over him, Ethan.
You think about the history of West Coast Pro. You remember the rampage that Timothy Thatcher caused back at West Coast 5. But now, Jiah Jewell showing the same confidence that he showed when he got in the ring with Thatcher, double-legging him amongst the chaos. He's wanted this for a long time, and Jiah's proven it.
Beautiful counter there from Jiah. Not backing down at all from Tim Thatcher. Thatcher just staying on it. Classic Tim Thatcher intro, showing you what kind of fight you're about to be in.
Driving that point of the elbow into the face of Jiah Jewell.
We've seen some European uppercuts tonight, but not like that. Just angry. Staying on him, doesn't give him 1 second to breathe. Tim Thatcher all over him, staying on that back, staying on that arm.
Jiah picking the lock, looking for an escape, and he will into the headlock.
Jiah has prepared for this. He knows all the counters. He knows everything he needs to do to win this match. Just like a snake, that Tim Thatcher. Every time he tries to get away, just right back on him.
Now into a cover. Trying to wear down Jiah Jewell, and he's doing just that right on top of the Crazy Cajun.
Doesn't let him breathe for 1 second. Jiah Jewell has not been able to get from under him. Tim Thatcher at the time of his life, that's Jiah slipping under him, grabbing onto that leg. Trying to get a pin attempt here.
Utilizing his weight, pressing down upon Timothy Thatcher.
He's trying to lock onto him like Thatcher's been locked on.
Look at how red the body of Jiah Jewell is already. It speaks to the style of Timothy Thatcher. There's nothing clean about it.
Right.
Even if you escape a hold, even if you kick out, you're not leaving without a scratch or two.
You're not.
That speaks to Thatcher's background and his reputation as one of the last bastions of Cassius Can Wrestling.
Just a big slap. Jiah fires back on Tim Thatcher. Tangled up in the legs. I don't think Tim Thatcher was expecting that. Jiah firing off on him with elbows and everything. Oh, Thatcher reverses him. Still has a hold of that ankle.
One of his favorite maneuvers, that single leg crab. And Jiah knows it.
I cannot let him latch onto that, not let him flip him over. Jiah keeps having to fire from behind, try to catch Tim Thatcher off guard. Big back elbow. That's the way to do it.
And look on Tim's face says it all. Covered by Jewell. You're not going to put away somebody like Thatcher that easily.
No. And that's kind of what Tim Thatcher wants, too, sometimes, Ethan. He wants to know that he's in a fight, too. He wants to take a couple strikes to that grill, so he knows it's real.
Almost a stretch muffler applied.
Yeah, Jiah is a lot more intense than we've seen him in previous matches. Usually having fun with the fans. This time he can't. He doesn't have a second to look at the fans. Look at this.
Now with the legs laced. A handful of Jiah Jewell into the bow and arrow stretch.
Listen, I never want to have another man's fingers in my nose, and Tim Thatcher loves doing that. He's having a great time. Jiah just having to get to those ropes. Ooh, big knee to the back. We've seen him utilize those knees before, Ethan.
And there is no end in sight for the torment that Jiah is enduring.
Looks like he's having a great time.
With a handful of the beard of Thatcher. Both men back up to their feet, eye to eye.
Chops from Jiah. Thatcher's like, stop all that. Big body slam in the middle of the ring. Big elbow drop to stop him. Just intensity. Things you learned day one in wrestling school. Work then and work now.
But will it work in this match? I don't think so.
I love Tim Thatcher going to the other side with the pin to keep Jiah away from those ropes. Just staying legit all over Jiah.
Putting himself between Jiah and the ropes, and
he's playing with them now. Just walked over him like Andre the Giant.
But I'm telling you, that's only going to serve to fire up Jiah Jewell as we're seeing right here. Jiah starting to mount a comeback. Firing off these shots.
I think this is what Tim Thatcher wants, though, Ethan. He wants Jiah to fire back on him. He wants to figure out what his next move is so he can counter. There it is, right to that ankle. Ankle pick. All over him. Just a forearm to the face. Ouch. Aggressive. Elbow in his eye almost. Referee's going to have to get in there, I think.
And once again, after after that, back just apple red after all of these shots he's endured.
Ouch. No breath. I could feel it over here. Just staying on him. Jiah trying to push him away, but every time he pushes him away, Thatcher just grabs at his hand. That's 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 fingers, 4 fingers now. Just slowly bringing it down to the mat. I hate watching this. It just hurts every time. Oh!
Knee against the point of the elbow. That is devastating to Jiah.
This is why a match with Tim Thatcher is so dangerous. No weapons, no tables, no anything. Just a human body being stretched, being kneed, being elbowed. And he looks like he's having the time of his life. And he's never felt this way before, Ethan.
And Tim's going to need that heading into his match at Winter Wonderslam next month, challenging the men's world heavyweight champion, Vinny Massara.
Woo, and this is the kind of intensity he's going to need to bring to Vinny. Watching someone like Jiah, who's helped so much in the West Coast Pro Academy, being kind of taken to school is going to have to, it's going to be hurting Vinny, I'm sure.
And you got to remember, the last guy who did that had his eye hanging out of his skull by the end of it.
Right.
I would tread lightly.
Absolutely. Thatcher looks like he's having the best time, though, just standing on Jiah's head. Never letting go of that ankle, though, Ethan.
That's what Timothy Thatcher does. The best technical wrestlers keep their opponent in a constant state of trial and error, looking for an escape, get further from it with each attempt, as the pain and pressure keep adding up. And now Jiah lighting up Thatcher, but one uppercut is all it takes.
They're just thuds, just meat, just anger. Right to the mat, Jiah goes. Thatcher right on top of him. 2 count only. He's looking at the fans. He's so intense. 2 count, just keeps going with that pin attempt. This 3rd pin attempt. Just causing Jiah to use more energy and get him off.
That's right. And you hear those gasps. That gas tank's running low. He's running on fumes at this point. And Thatcher knows it, right back into the chin lock.
And Thatcher could do this for 30, 45 more minutes, going at this exact pace right here. This is the kind of wrestling match he loves. Staying on, grinding Jiah down. Jiah's going to have to figure out a way to get out of there. Try to rally him up.
And it's just what Jiah needs, back up to his feet. And that time withstands the uppercut, still on his feet, off into the ropes.
There it is. Jiah's going to have to use that unorthodox offense
Suckers
to
it in.
catch Thatcher off guard. Dragon screw. Big forearm shots. Big elbow. 2 of them for Jiah. Thatcher fires back, though, with this European uppercut.
But Jiah's ready. Back up to his feet, firing off these forearms on Thatcher.
Thatcher's on wobbly legs, still got that stiff, intense European uppercut. Jiah fires back with the lariat.
And at last, Thatcher is down, and Jiah knows it. With a hold of Timothy Thatcher, back up to his feet, Gatorplex!
Ooh, that was low. Almost dropped Thatcher on his head there. Trying to fire back another one. German suplex with the bridge. Held on to him.
And that German suplex hold he perfected in his time in Marvelous. There were days where they just do 100 of them, and you learn every single nook, every cranny in a hold like that.
Oh, here we go, Ethan. Going for that gator roll. This is exactly, like I said, the kind of unorthodox offense that Jiah is going to have to keep utilizing against Thatcher.
And now with the gator lock applied, the same move he tapped out Thorn with in October.
Right, perfect placement, middle of the ring. Thatcher's just reaching, arms, feet, everything he can, getting there.
And with a hold like that, Thatcher still had full range of motion in his arms and legs.
Right.
All that he needed to get to those ropes and escape that hold.
Yeah, he was using everything, using those legs, just trying to catch. Jiah is fired up. Oh no, he took his eyes off of Thatcher for a second there. And Thatcher was right on him. Single underhook, what is he setting him up for here? Reversed him.
But we all know what this is. Fujiwara armbar, and that'll be it. Oh God, hanging onto it.
Your winner, Tim Thatcher. Thatcher!
And Vinny, this is what you have waiting for you on December 19th.
It was immediate, Ethan. As soon as he locked on that arm lock, Jiah was already tapping. Before they hit the mat, Jiah was already tapping.
Speaks the technical excellence that we saw in that ring, not just from Tim Thatcher, but from Jiah Jewell. Hopes are high for one of the original graduates of the West Coast Pro Academy as we take it to our main event. From an original graduate to an original trainer, Starboy Charlie will challenge one of the newest competitors here in the Academy, Carmelo Romeo.
That's exactly the type of victory that Tim Thatcher needs going into next month against our West Coast Pro champion, Vinny Massaro. Jiah with a great showing, though. He brought the fight to Tim Thatcher there.
It is time for your main event. Introducing first.
Louder. Main event time, baby.
Headed to the ring. He is Carmelo Romeo.
Fans getting their first taste of what Carmelo Romeo can do here at West Coast. But make no mistake, he's coming up on a year training at West Coast in January. Been a part of these showcases for the past year and a half. And to finally be in the main event of one of these showcases, it shows that he's finally getting somewhere. Proving his place. Get it up those rankings. And a win today can seal it.
A wrestler like Carmelo Romeo, Ethan, this is exactly who a showcase is for. He's sat back, he's watched, he's participated, and now he's main eventing against a big superstar in West Coast Pro as Starboy Charlie. This is the biggest moment of Carmelo's young wrestling career.
And the pressure is on. Not just eyes from our West Coast Pro office, but from our new partners at New Texas Pro.
Absolutely.
You've got to think, their talent, their office members, they have their eyes on somebody like Carmelo Romeo just as much as we do.
Right. And his opponent, I mean, he's not just facing Starboy Charlie, he's facing all of Pacifica when you're in Pacifica against Starboy Charlie.
I'm clowning him because he's pointing to the crowd 1,000 times.
And his opponent.
Going back to what you said, his tag partner may be the king of indies, but if any man could call himself the king of Pacifica, it's the man coming out next.
There's only one.
He is one half of the West Coast Pro World Tag Team Champions, the Crush Boys, representing Pacifica, California. He is Starboy Charlie.
If there's any man that I could call an ambassador, not just for West Coast Pro, but for all of wrestling in NorCal, it's this man right here.
The house that Starboy Charlie built, West Coast Pro, in his home. This is where he cut his teeth. All the momentum is on Charlie's side. It's rarely when the momentum's not on Charlie's side at this point, honestly.
I can tell you this. It's a house he built in more ways than one, a day one trainer here at the West Coast Pro Academy. You see many students come and go, many students graduate. And Carmelo, somebody he highly respects. The work ethic, the grind, it's all led to this. One-on-one, your showcase at the Coast main event.
I love it. Nothing like seeing Starboy Charlie. The first time I came to a West Coast Pro show, he was in the crowd with me, not wrestling. And now look at him.
And it always shocks me how young Charlie really is. He seems someone who's way more seasoned, way more older than he is. But it speaks to the effort that he's put in, how far he has come.
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie works like a veteran. He moves like he's been here before. Not even close to being in his prime yet. This kid is the future of the business. Romeo has a lot to fight against here. Like I said, he's fighting against all of Pacifica here in this match.
It speaks to the one thing holding Romeo back in Charlie's eyes. That attitude, looking to the fans instead of the match. Something Carmelo has to tame if he wants to put down the Starboy.
He's already jawing with the fans. He's already trying to get one over Charlie. That is not the way. You're going to have to stay on top of Charlie, not let him get that momentum, not let him start flying, because that's when the tables really turn in the match with Charlie.
Pouring down the arm of Carmelo Romeo, doing everything he can to keep Carmelo grounded. As now, Romeo back up to his feet.
Backing him into the ropes. Carmelo has to know a different strategy, use a different strategy against Charlie.
Ooh, that's...
Charlie just playing with them. Into the corner.
I wouldn't take that if I was Carmelo Romeo.
Drop toe hold, middle of the ring. Charlie's gonna do that thing where he gets all of his opponents off guard and he smiles. They get mad, they try to rally back, and then he catches them again.
You gotta think that's testing Carmelo Romeo, especially how hot-headed Romeo can get covered.
One count only. Nice bridge out of there by Romeo. Thought he was caught up in those overalls for a bit there.
Now Charlie with the hold of the double wrist lock. Just wrenching away at that arm. Carmelo Romeo.
Into the ropes. That's the way to get out of that arm lock. Oh, there it is. Romeo with his receipt from earlier. Charlie didn't like that. Whipping him off the rope. Classic Starboy drop into the big drop kick. It's easy for him. It's another day at the office.
And we saw back in October how Carmelo underestimated his opponent, took the cocky road when approaching Gonzalez. Starboy's used to that. He's dealt with that his whole career, and he is going to make Romeo pay for it.
It's funny because Starboy's usually the one underestimated in his matches. I don't think that's what it is tonight. Romeo's the one that has to fight from behind, prove to Charlie that he deserves to be in there with him.
Soul butt to the gut, knocking the wind out of Carmelo Romeo.
Getting the ref in between them. That's kind of a veteran move from Romeo, not going to lie.
He's Carmelo Romeo's favorite ref for a reason.
Russian leg sweep. Nice combination of moves. The crowd does not like that. Got a 2 count on him, though. You just got to stay on top of him. Light him up.
As Romeo's doing right here. Is now bringing Charlie back up to his feet.
Charlie fighting from underneath.
A man who's fought underneath his whole life. He's not going to stop today.
Romeo in control for a second there. Trying to set him up for a belly-to-back suplex potentially. And hadn't dropped. Into the belly-to-back suplex. Nice combination of moves there. He's not staying up. He should have countered with a pinning attempt there.
From the tailbone to the spine, it is a full-on assault on the back of Charlie.
He's now playing air guitar for some reason. He rocked it. Is this a people's elbow attempt? What is this? This is a double J Jeff Jarrett move. Took all the time in the world. 500 years to get that elbow off. He tried another one and missed. Charlie with the kick out of the corner.
Ooh, but Romeo making use of his environment. Grabbing a hold of that ankle, driving Charlie into the turnbuckle, follows it up with a leg drop.
Nice little famous, sir. Middle of the ring. Romeo just trying it again. He's like, look, the famouser is one moves before. I could try this. I could win. He's staying on top, but if that frustration's not going to win Romeo the match here.
He has to keep his composure. He has to keep his eye on Starboy Charlie as he's doing right here.
Let's go deep into his arsenal, pull out something that Charlie's never seen before. Well, something he's never seen before. Reaching deep into his bag. This is usually where Charlie starts to take over because he has that. He's a veteran. He's been in there multiple times, long matches. He knows what it takes to win. But
even on his knees, those punches are deadly.
Romeo trying to step up for a suplex, snap suplex. Charlie drops down.
Keeping the center of gravity low, keeping those boots on the ground.
Charlie counter with the suplex of his own. Vertical suplex.
Serious power from the Starboy, but will it be enough to put Carmelo away?
Both wrestlers are down. Starboy trying to get back in control in this match. Romeo has to forget about what this moment is, forget who he's in there with, and try to earn this victory.
Back to square one for both these men, trading punches in the center of the ring.
2 chops from Charlie, 3 chops from Charlie. He's turning that chest red.
Starboy lighten up Carmelo.
Big hip toss from Charlie.
And scoops up the big man. That's how it's done. Folds it up with a drop kick.
Knee to the forehead, basement drop kick. Classic Starboy Charlie here. Middle of the ring for that 2 count only. Charlie's just playing with them at this point.
But with how far Carmelo has come to get to this point, he's got to realize where he is. He's got to realize how much time he's spent watching others receive those opportunities and seize it for himself.
Charlie throws Romeo off. Charlie on the apron. Fire back in with the sunset flip.
But smartly hanging onto the middle rope with a hold of that rope into a cover.
Still holding onto that rope. The referee caught it though before that 3 count. Charlie flips him over, pin attempt of his own.
Great eye by ref Nick Chobani.
Charlie reverses him. Tries for that big kick.
Follows it up with the cutter.
Yeah, with the cutter right in the middle of the ring. 2.9, as close as you can get against Starboy Charlie.
And against a former West Coast Pro Men's World Heavyweight Champion, against a current Tag Team Champion here at West Coast Pro, you got to think a lot bigger than that if you want to put the Starboy down.
Yeah, Starboy's got a victory in every way here in West Coast Pro. Reversing out of a move that he's used in his own matches before. Romeo with the kick out of the corner. Try for a super kick on Charlie, but Charlie catches it. Spins him out. Landing Uranagi.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky! Dominant win for Charlie.
Your winner, Starboy Charlie.
Starboy standing tall in his hometown, but I gotta give credit to Carmelo Romeo. Letting the antics aside, keeping focus on his opponent turned in one of his best performances yet.
Yeah, Romeo was in control for a good part of that match. He knew how to bring the fight to Starboy Charlie, but Charlie showed why he's one half of the West Coast Pro Tag Team Champions, earning that victory here in the main event in his home of Pacfica, California.
And I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. From competitors taking their first steps into a ring to somebody like Romeo who's been at this for 2 years. We saw on November 1st how the West was won. Now, see how the West was made. Right here at the West Coast Pro Training Academy. One last time, I'm Ethan Lawmaster, accompanied by Righteous Reg. We'll see you on December 19th for Winter Wonder Slam. And as always, West Coast,
Best Coast.
We would like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We would like to see you next month on December 19th.